Okay. Good morning and welcome back to all of you. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and your host for today. Welcome back to our live session. This is 11 a.m. right now in Canada and 8:30 p.m. back home in India. Welcome back to all our viewers. Thanks for joining in. This is again going to be a very informative, very knowledgeable show for you again. We will be talking a lot about immigration today, a lot of updates we have. Not too much exciting going around because of the strike, so we will be discussing about that too. But yes, the Canadian immigration is always exciting. It's always good to basically be update, keep yourself updated because if you are somebody who's looking to immigrate to Canada, then definitely you should be regularly updating on the information on the news which is being provided by IRCC or other provincial nominee programs. So stay tuned for the update for this session. We will have a lot of updates for this one as we have every time. Also request you to kindly ask questions. This session is not about just updating you with the information we have. It's also a time for you to basically get back to us with the questions you have right now. Post it into the comment section and we will be happy to help you answer them for you right away live. If not possible right now, then definitely you can get back to us through email, through call, and we will be happy to definitely take care of your situation and help you out in any of your immigration matter. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario. We have second location in Alberta, Calgary, and we have two more locations back home in India in Karnal and Kurukshetra, where you can reach us, approach us, and we can definitely help you with all your immigration needs. We do practice immigration. I have been doing it for many years now, almost 2 decades of experience in this industry, and we have been successfully processing applications for our client for more than 98% of with more than 98% success rate. So if you're somebody who's looking to immigrate to Canada as a study on a study permit, on a work permit, on a permanent residency, as a PR, through PNP or express entry, contact us and we can help you. If you are in Canada and you are visiting here and you want to study, definitely we can help you. If you are a visitor, we can help you study in Canada. If you are somebody visiting and you want to work, we can also help you convert your visitor visa into a work permit. So we provide all range of immigration services. Is definitely for you to grab the opportunity, and whatever situation you are in, we will definitely try to help you out and give you the best solution possible. So now coming up to the update, we will have the first update coming up for the today's session is the express entry draw, which was held just a couple of days before on Wednesday. The draw was held, and the great news was that the score was dropped down from the previous draw, which was 486. The previous draw, this draw went lower to 3 points, and the score was 483 with the number of invitation again being reduced, or it was similar to the previous one, which is 3,500 people were invited under this draw. Even the previous draw, similarly, the same amount of people were invited, which was 35, but the draw was 486. So yes, the draw did came down. The CR score did came down to 483, 3 points lower than the previous draw, but it's still very much higher than what people are expecting or where people are standing right now. Yes, definitely it is going to be, we have to see how exactly it goes from here, but scores are not coming to the level where, like somebody, normally people who are into the pool are somewhere between 460 to 470 or 470 to 480. I've got thousands of people in the pool, but unfortunately the CRS score is not dropping down to that point. Even worse than that is for the Canadian experience class people who have got no chance, honestly, to get 486. It's very, very hard for them to score 483, even if they have done masters back home, even they have done 3 years experience back home. Even if you get 7 band in IELTS, you will still, it's very, very hard to get 480 plus point. So yes, it is very, very concerning, specifically for Canadian experience class clients who have been waiting for years more than 1.5 years now, almost there has been no CEC draw, which is supporting the students or clients who are in Canada, and definitely that is affecting all of the people who are in Canada as a temporary foreign worker or as an international students who have just got their work permit or who have been here on a work permit. The only good thing happening for those clients or for those students is that they are being given extension of a post-graduation work permit for up to 18 months as per the latest even announcement made in March. But other than that, there is no exact guidelines or pathway, and people are not sure how will they get their permanent residency, which is very, very concerning. Definitely, IRCC need to look into it very, very seriously and need to come up with a pathway which somehow gets this temporary foreign worker who is in Canada for many years, who have spent a lot of like good amount of dollars, it's 50,000, 40,000 on their education, doing then spending on the living cost and everything, and they are still not been invited for Canadian Experience class PR, which is concerning for all of them. We have been talking a lot about it in the last 4 months. In fact, in January, we thought that definitely when the draw will resume, there will be more invitations coming for Canadian Experience class, but unfortunately, there were no at all draw been held since 2023. There have been no draw held for Canadian Experience class. In April, it was announced that there will be specific draws coming up. Even whole of the 2023, sorry, April has gone. We have not yet seen a single express entry specific draw being held in the whole month of April. Now, one of the biggest reason I know maybe could be strike, which happened a couple of weeks ago. I think we are on the 10th day of the strike now. The strike was around last Wednesday. I'm pretty sure all of us are aware that right now around 150,000 government employees are on strike, protesting for the high wages for working. I know they have 2-3 major demands. One of them is the high wages, then working from home, and some retirement policies. I'm not pretty sure what federal government is exactly doing now, what liberal government is initially. They are on the table and negotiating and discussing, but it doesn't seem to be ending very soon, which is very, very disappointing because that is again going to impact lot of applications, lot of applications. Giving you an example, I recently got my Canadian citizenship a couple of weeks ago. We went this morning to get our Canadian passport, but our application was not accepted because the IRCC are on strike. The only way they need a valid reason, an urgent reason for you to travel, then only they are accepting the passport application. Now that is a huge, definitely setback to us and for people who are planning their travels. So that means the summer is around the corner. When we get the citizenship, they ask us to cut our PR card. So right now, ideally, we are into a situation personally that I am not able to travel internationally because I don't have a PR card to come back. I've got a Canadian citizenship certificate, but my passport request for Canadian citizenship has not been accepted because they are only taking urgent and priority application. Now that is concerning even for me personally, that if I have to urgently travel back home to my country, I will not be able to do so because I don't have any travel document. Yes, I have an Indian passport, but ethnically, definitely I have already, once I get a Canadian citizenship, I am not an Indian citizen anymore, so I'm not allowed to travel on that passport too. So that means, so I know I can understand, personally I'm into that situation, so a lot of people are also going through that situation because of the strike. The application, this is only one part of strike we are discussing where application are being affected, but actually more than that, all the category of applications have been impacted. LMI application has been slowed down. There are no LMI application decision being made in the last 2 weeks. In fact, so even before a week from a strike, I think the processing was slow down. Right now, there is no LMI application decision been made. So that is impacting all the employers across Canada who have been looking to hire temporary foreign worker. Now, if the file will not be completely processed, the interview will not be conducted, the decision will not be made. So that means the employer will not be able to hire a temporary foreign worker because the LMI application decision has not yet been received. Now, again, that is concerning. That is definitely We need to, I don't know how they're going to work out with this one, but the situation is getting worse. I hope IRCC basically end up the strike, the whole strikes end up, and definitely the federal government is I'm pretty sure, is working towards getting the strike issues resolved. I hope by Monday it's been done, because it's definitely, if this strike continues, it's going to create a lot of backlogs for IRCC and also for the department, which is not going to be good for anybody as a layman, or if somebody who's getting affected like me personally. As I said, yes, I'm personally getting affected because it's a strike, and I can understand a lot of other people will be, because this delay, this backlog will means that there will be more application processing time. We have just come out of pandemic. We were just getting back to our normal processing time. But before we reach that point, we got the strike coming in. Now, this is definitely going to impact in a long way. We all should hope that this should end up as soon as possible. Because if it doesn't end up soon, then definitely we are all definitely going to feel the effect, especially in the immigration and other department which are on strike. They will start feeling the pain of the strike. So we hope, as I said, IRCC comes out with a solution very soon. So we have few questions. Let me take up those questions when we come back. More updates we have for this session. Before that, as I said, let me answer a few questions we have, and then we take it from there. We have Mr. Amit. Good morning, Mr. Amit. You have already earned our top badge, so congratulations. So definitely thank you guys for joining in and listening to this live session, getting yourself updated with immigration update, and also asking your question. Then we have Hemal asking us a question. So what is the latest update on strike? When will it be over? Hemal, yeah, that's what I was just discussing recently in this show, that it doesn't seem to be coming up and ending up soon. They are protesting. They are trying to get their voice heard. They were, I think, I saw a TikTok yesterday video. Even they were yesterday at the PSN airport. They had a very silent protest, but yes, they want their demand to be heard. And obviously, government and the board need to come to a conclusion. They need to end up the strike soon, but it doesn't seem to be happening immediately. It may drag on for another week because there's no concrete conclusion we can see coming up. I was just following up the article. There was 3 hours ago. There was an update that there are three major demands. What they're asking are still they are negotiating on that. We don't know how long it's going to take, but yes, it is definitely going to affect. It is affecting, and there's no. I'm not pretty sure when exactly it's going to end, but we know that on the three major concerns, they are still negotiating with the government. Let's hope that the strikes end up very soon, and we are not into that backlog situation and processing application delay application scenario again. Hope that him will answer your question, and hopefully we hear back from the IRCC and other department very soon about the strike. Then we have Nazim Nazir. I am interested to know best option for us to get PR. Okay, Nazim, thanks. First of all, thanks for coming in and joining in our live session. Nazim, to answer your question, definitely we need a lot of more information from you for recording your profile, what exactly you do, what is your education background, what is your work experience look like. So it's better either you contact us, we can share you our PR assessment form, or if you have a resume or a CV with you, you can share it on our email ID at networthimmigration@gmail.com or at info@networthimmigration.com. Send us your complete profile, and we will try to help you and guide you with the best options available for PR. But just to let you know, there are two major streams through which people can get a PR. One is the express entry stream through which people get PR. Through express entry, also there are further streams to get your PR, but I'm not going to go into that detail. And the second most popular stream is through provincial nominee program. There are other streams also. In fact, there are more than 100 ways to immigrate to Canada, but these are the most two popular one, which everybody of you like. These are the two streams through which most of the people immigrate to Canada. So after looking at your profile, once you've shared your information with us, we may be able to help you and let you know what all will be needed for you, or what option will be best for you to get permanent residency in Canada. Then we have a Gurpreet Kaur asking a question. Hello, I have sent my passport for TRV. My passport is stuck there. How long it will take? Oh my God. So yes, Gurpreet, as I said, I was just telling you in the beginning of the show, even myself is into a situation where I'm not being able, I needed I just got my citizenship. I'm looking for a passport. I went to the passport office this morning, but unfortunately, they didn't accept the application. Now I have to arrange some documents before they give me that accept my application. To answer your question, also, we don't know basically how long it's going to take. If you are into an urgent requirement of getting a PR, your passport, and you need to urgently travel to TRV, then you may have to call IRCC, raise them a web form, explain your situation. If you have to travel, may have to send your ticket itinerary. You have to send an explanation of why you want to travel urgently. That is the only way you can get it quickly and on time. Other than that, I think you can expect a delay if the strike doesn't end soon. The passport service is going to be affected for a long time. So as I was saying, we should all hope that the strike ends up soon and we all are out of that situation and you get your passport soon. But as I said, if you are in urgent need of a passport, that kindly raise a web form or you can call IRCC, and definitely if you have a situation to explain, and that may help you out getting your passport soon. So I hope that answered your question. Good morning, Munish. Thanks for joining in. Thanks a lot, Nadeem, for asking a question. Then we have another question from Raju Bajaj. I want to settle in Canada through express entry process. Okay. So as I said, Raju, I was answering somebody else's question. Express entry is the most popular stream through which people get their permanent residency in Canada. Now, for you to be eligible or for you to settle down in Canada, as I was informing to my other client recently, I need a lot of information about your education, your experience, uh, your age, your English level. All these key points are where you score in your express entry stream, and it will all depend how much you are scoring right now. And if there is enough score you're scoring, then you may qualify immediately. If not, then we can work out on the way to improve your express entry CR score. But before we start up or discuss anything further, that you definitely I need a lot of more information. You can share your CV or resume at our email ID info@networthimmigration.com. As soon as we receive it, we might send you an PR client information form for you to be filled, and that will give us more information we need. And once we have got all that information, we may be able to assist you to get your permanent residency through express entry. Again, I hope that answers your question. Then we have another question from Nakul. Uh, so how do I find my national occupation classification code? Okay, so basically, we all know that NOC NOC code are no longer required. Basically, it's a tier system you are in. Obviously, that tier system also has a code. But to find your NOC NOC code, first of all, either your name of the position can help you find it. For example, you're working as an office admin. If you just Google office admin NOC NOC code or tier system, you'll find it. If you definitely if you're working somewhere, you have a name of the position. Sometimes what happens is, for example, you're working as an office manager, say for example, but your role in the say you're working in a bank, for example, and your position is project coordinator. Now, if you Google project coordinator NOC now, you may find the difference between your roles and responsibility and exactly what is mentioned in the NOC now. So the best way is, so basically, if because the name is not exactly you'll not be able to find, sometimes, not always, sometimes you'll not be able to find NOC knock code with the position you are working at. You may have to work around. You may have to example project coordinator can also come under knock 1221, or the new one is 13100. So now you have to match your roles and responsibility. So your roles and responsibility should match to the NOC knock code. What you need to take care of when you look for an NOC knock code is, you don't have to match the name of the position. You should match the roles and responsibility of that position, because a different company can call a same position can give a different designation as compared to somebody else. So, example, I may call my office admin as a project admin, and the other person may call it may position that name as office admin. So although their roles and responsibility are same, so all you need to figure out is your roles and responsibility, and that way that will help you out finding the best possible NOC knock for you. I hope that answered your question, Nakul. And thanks for asking that. And then Robin has a question. Can one go on a tourist visa get the converted into a work permit, and how long will this will be done? Okay, so Robin, to answer your first part of your question, if you have got a tourist visa, can that be converted into work permit? Yes, the answer is yes, that can be converted into a work permit. And that is possible, but you need to have an employer who is ready to offer you a job. And once you get that job, uh, then the employer have to apply for an LMI application to ESDC, which is Employment and Service Development Canada. And once you get that employment being offered, then you owe, and once you get a positive result, then you apply for your work permit, and and once that get approved, you can start working for that employer. How will this be done? That's what I've been explaining you, that you need an employer. So look for a job for yourself. If you're in Canada, there are a lot of opportunities. You can go to Job Bank on website. You can log to other website and check what sort of jobs are available, and that matches your profile. You can apply to them, and if you're lucky and you have been interviewed, you're invited, and you have been hired, then the employer need to first apply for an LMI application. Once the LMI application is approved, you will be submitting a work permit application, and that's how you get your visitor visa converted into a work permit. So I hope, Robin, that helps the whole situation you are in or the question you have. If you need any further assistance or any further help regarding this, you can definitely get back to me, and I'll be happy to answer that for you. So till now, we have been coming back to our update. We have already discussed about the latest IRCC draw which was held, where around 3,500 invitations were sent, and the score was 483. Second, we have already discussed about the impact of the IRCC staff strike on the processing of the application, which is huge. We can already see that it's impacting a lot of passport services, and it's affecting the LMI application division, and other applications being processed are getting delayed. So that is definitely impacting a lot of the clients. Then coming back to there was another draw which was a PNP draw. In fact, I think in the last week there was only one PNP draw which was from British Columbia, which was held on April 25th. The number of invitations was sent were only 168, and that was definitely a specific draw where healthcare people and childcare teachers were invited under this draw, and tech people. So there were three streams under which 168 people were invited. The lowest score was 90 in each of the three streams, and the total number of invitations was 168. So somebody with the health background and the education experience background in childhood education and tech people were invited in this draw, and that was the only draw being held under OIN or under PNP in the last 1 week. I have another question with Anjali for OINP. As we're discussing, let me ask. I have experience in officer. Can I apply for OINP? Okay. So Anjali, yes, if you can, there is one OINP stream which is for international graduate stream. You can apply under that stream if you have an employer who is eligible and who is ready to support your application for an OINP and later on for permanent residency. But I think this year there have been only one international graduate stream draw for under this stream, and there were only specific NOC knock which were picked, and I'm pretty sure office admin was not part of it. Getting an invite under that stream and with the position office admin may not be impossible, but very, very difficult. Looking at the previous trend from the last year or from this year, I have a doubt that office admin were invited. And initially these draws were these were general draws where everybody was invited. That was the last year I'm talking about, but since last two draws I've seen under this category that only specific NOC knock people are targeted, so they are no longer a general draw. So if your occupation or if your experience is under that stream, then only you have a chance of getting then only you have a chance of getting it getting an invitation under an OINP. Other than that, definitely it may be difficult to get an invite under OINP. Under this office admin position. Unfortunately, that is the scenario right now, but that may change. You may have a general draw coming up where all of them are invited, but we haven't seen that happening in the last 1 year, so it may be a bit difficult to get an invitation under that stream. Okay, now changing the gear from immigration to college admissions to study permit and study permit extension. So if you are in Canada or outside Canada and you're looking for college admissions, we can help you. We have got seats available for May 2023 and September 2023 for onshore student, and for offshore we have seats available for September 2023 and January 2024. So these seats are available for you if you are onshore, if you have just reached Canada for May intake, and for some reason you don't want to study into your university or college, you have got an admission, and we can help you getting an admission to a public college only, where you will still be eligible for post-graduation work permit, and without any hassle. All you have to do is you have to definitely change your DLI for that, but we can also assist you in that case too. So if you're somebody who's looking for an onshore admission, say you have completed your 1 year program and looking for a second year program, we can help you with that. If you're in a private college and want to now continue your further education with the public college, we can help you in that too. So this is and as I said, admissions are open up for majorly the most seats are available for September now, but we may have few seats for May 2023 also, because at the usually before the end of before the beginning of each semester, the colleges do have some seats available for their intake because of study visa refusal and maybe delay in processing of the visa application. So now those seats does get open for students who are in Canada, and they can take benefit out of those and get themselves enrolled. So if you're somebody looking for college admission, contact our office in Brampton, and we can help you in that too. So that was in fact all for this session. These were the only update we have. There were not too many draws happening. I know the strike is going to impact all those things. The good thing was, in fact, although there was a strike, the draw was still held. We were maybe last week I was discussing that there may be no draws coming up. But in fact, the good thing was the draws was still held as scheduled day for yesterday. The score was dropped 3 points lower than the previous one to 483, and the number of invitations remains same to 3,500. So stay tuned for more updates which will be coming up. Do follow regularly our social media page, either Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. We do update all the information the moment we get on our pages. So do definitely get to those. Make sure that you get into those social media platforms we have, and then if you need any update other than this live session, we do have we do update everything over social media. You can follow us on all the social media platforms for all this update. This live show is basically giving you an opportunity again for me to come live and give you an update of what happened in the last 1 week, and also give clients the opportunity to ask their question and directly interact with me. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. My name is Vishal Manocha, and I am the owner of Net Worth Immigration Solutions. We are into this industry from very long, for almost last 2 decades, as I said, with 98% success rate in all our category of application. So thank you all the viewers for joining in and coming into this show. It was really an interactive one. A good question have been asked. I'm pretty sure I've answered most of them. The people who are looking further advice for express entry and for PR, ask them to contact us through email or a call. If you want to book in-person appointment or over the call, we are available. So thank you all for joining in. Thanks for listening to this video. Thank you all, and we will see you live next Friday again. Same time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and India, 8:30 p.m. Till then, goodbye. Have a good afternoon, good weekend, and see you all next Friday. Bye-bye.